Hello Internet. My name is Max7238, and welcome back to Hollow Knight. I was gonna try a little something different with the microphone, the muting and unmuting that I've had to do, but the hotkeys don't seem to be working too well, and I don't really have the inclination to mess with them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go for it, and we're just gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. I probably should point out, just in case you can't see it here, but when I open the map, right there on the right side you can see the character also has a little map open and he's looking down at it, and you walk a little slower. It's just, there's a lot of little details like that in this game, but most of them are visual in nature, so I just wanted to point that one out. A door with an open slot. Now we have something that has like a symbol that, in theory, would go in that slot, but this isn't the kind of game where you go into your inventory and you select the item. So if it's not prompting me to put the item in, I guess we can't use this just yet. Not that I would know where it would take us anyway.
Oh, Tayo!
Oro, you oaf. You wield your nail like a club. Ask me, how much deeper do we have to go?
Oh!
What? Who are you? I see, this old village. What a strange dream to have led me down here. If you hadn't woken me, I don't think I would have ever woken. I'm Sly. I usually live an uneventful life up in Dirtmouth. The air in these ruins doesn't agree with me. I guess I'd best be heading back. If you return above, come see me. I'm probably the friendliest face left here. I can thank you properly for your good deed.
Tivolen, mas?
You're exploring then? Very brave. Plenty of courageous wanderers have been lost to the hunger of these old caverns. You have your nail, though. I can tell just by looking that you know how to wield it.
Tivolen, mas?
I will have to, like, initiate dialogue with them multiple times, like a Souls game. So if I don't reread something, that's why. If you're seeing the text pop up and you can't read it.
Voilà.
There he is.
Tivolin, mas.
Ah, hello. I knew we'd meet again. How do you like my cozy little store? I've made myself pretty comfortable here, selling old trinkets to travelers like yourself. If you're planning a trip below, I have several items that may improve your chance of survival. Excuse me. Starting a little sleepy. Of course it's 300. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So I'm gonna need to earn a little bit more geo and come back for this. Let's scroll back up. So, mask shards. This old thing, merely a fragment of something larger. Still, maybe you can make some use of it. That should increase our max health when we find enough. Vessel fragment. Piece of a soul vessel, you know? Those ghastly looking orb things. I don't really like the aura about it, but it's rare, so I should probably charge a high price. 950. A simple key. It will fit a variety of locks, which is useful if you like to poke around in places you don't belong. What I want is this, the Gathering Swarm. Do you find yourself leaving a lot of geo behind as you hurry through the caverns? This charm will make sure that any loose change finds its way back to you. Definitely want this, because it will retrieve stuff that falls into the water or into, like, spikes and stuff like that. Stalwart Shell. Life in Hallowness can be tough, always taking hits and getting knocked around. This charm grants you more time to recover after taking damage. Useful if you need to escape from a tight spot. 1,800 geo. Lumafly Lantern. What's more important? A light to guide your way, or a friend who will stay by your side? Why not both? Take this bright little fellow as your companion and he'll light your way through the thickest darkness. And a little bit earlier we did see somewhere where we need that. Rancid Egg. Some creature must have laid it here while I was stuck in the ruins. I suppose you could buy it? I won't miss the odor. So we're gonna save up for the Gathering Swarm and come back, because the Gathering Swarm will help us afford everything else. Oh, what a turn. Our shopkeep's come home. Just wandered back in. I'd hoped for grand tales of his time below, but he seems to remember almost nothing. Maybe it was too much for him. If you're interested in his wares, watch out. He drives a hard bargain, that one. No competition, that's the problem. Bad for the market. Not that he's complaining.
개쭈. 파트마스지요? sodo.
Drossiek Halimo.
Come no closer, ghost. I've seen you, creeping through the undergrowth, stalking me. This old kingdom. A terrible thing awakens. I can smell it in the air. I know what you are. I know what you'd try to do. I can't allow it.
Garana! Ha! Ha! Edina! Shaw! Shaw! Ha! Shaw! Ha! Ha! Edina! Ha! Shaw! Shaw!
That is the Mothwing Cloak. Press right trigger to dash forwards. Use the cloak to dash quickly along the ground or through the air. Would it seek to break the seals? They cannot be undone. They must be undone. Let us sleep, little shadow. Return to your darkness. Allow us our peace. Oh, isn't that Quirrell? I guess there's a bench here, too. Oh, hello there. Seems we both tread far from the path. I can hardly believe those dusty old highways led to such a lush and lively place. This building suggests some form of worship, though its idol has clearly long been forgotten. Doubles equally well for a moment's respite.
狗啊，奴都来了没？
I saw a strange fellow out there. He seemed quite taken by the lake. I'd planned to offer greetings, though I figured I'd first tend to my nail on the off chance our meeting goes poorly.
那mi nobis.
Your nail looks like a fine instrument, but it's showing signs of wear. I'd wager up there it would take you far. Down here, however, I suspect you'll soon meet dangers the surface world can't match. Hallownest is perfect for vigilant explorers like us, so tense and thrilling. In this place, you're either alert, or you're dead. The green children walked from the dream unto these lands. Here we now shall wait, patient, for the call to return. Alright, let's see what we've picked up here. I remember one of these is really good. Let's see. Senses the pain of its bearer and lashes out at the world around them. When taking damage, sprout thorny vines that damage nearby foes. Boulder shell. Protects its bearer with a hard shell while focusing soul. The shell is not indestructible and will shatter if it absorbs too much damage. I remember that being very useful. I'll put on the Thorns of Agony for now because I don't have any more notches, so I don't have the space to put on the boulder shell. Too big. Oh, I like that there's an animation for that too. Nice. So we're gonna keep on the Thorns of Agony because those will at least, you know, help me out because I am taking a lot of damage. Fog Canyon. I'm vaguely recall this place being really central. I don't know.
bakura fineldo.
Hello there, dearie. I was just about to close up shop and run till you came along. I provide a banking service if you're interested. Losing one's geo is a terrible thing. That literally just happened to us. And it's so much more likely if you carry it about on yourself. My vault is much more secure. In all my time as a banker, I've never lost a single geo. Maybe you'd consider opening an account. Pay to open an account? No.
Bada baba.
Hang on, you don't have enough geo to buy an account, sadly. Once you've collected 100, come straight back and we'll get your account opened up.
Goa, nudo
Isn't
island.
this something? I'd not expected to discover so huge a stag station after that foggy descent. Bugs of Hallownest must have been impressive indeed, building such grand structures so far into these wilds. Seems the dangerous creatures about haven't yet made their way in here. Perfect place for a quick rest.
Nah, me nobis.
Can you imagine this place in its time? Hordes of bugs traveling about the kingdom, stag bells ringing, station bustling with activity and life. Now, only our like even know it exists. It's a special thing, I suppose, to cherish these sites, even in their decay. Is it that, just faintly, you can still hear the echo of the bells?
Zupa ella merma.
Ooh, come in search of treats, have you? I chanced upon a unique little fungus growing right above us. I found it only in this station, and the taste is just divine.
Yaku ya.
This place must have been quite the hub, built at the border between two lands, that misty drop to one side and bulbous growths on the other. Neither place seems particularly welcoming. So while my little treats last, I think I'll stay right here.
Ya ya.
Feel free to stop by any time, though I do like the quiet in this station. A little company is always good for one's health.
Ya ya.
we remember the elder.
Lienkla, Frieden Laya.
Aha! Tiny steps of a tiny creature. You have the look of an adventurer, so we've much in common. Searching for dangerous places, aye? Well, you're on the right track. A long-necked critter warned me of a tribe deeper down. Warrior sorts, so she says, and I'm itching for some serious combat.
Nokunenailo.
Keep sharp, my adventurous friend. Stay alive and let's meet again on the road ahead.
Nokunena.
Here ends the pilgrim's way. Hallownest's heart lays open before you. Proceed onward to share in its glory. Ah, my short friend, you've caught me at the perfect time. I'm just about finished charting these noxious caverns. Very territorial types make their homes within this area. I'd suggest avoiding them where possible. Further below, some strange, thin creatures gave me quite a scare. They seemed an intelligent bunch. In my youth, I'd have braved their caverns, but I fear my matured physique wouldn't be able to outrun them were they to turn violent. There's a potent odor about these caverns, and far worse for me, I suspect. My trunk is quite sensitive, whereas you don't seem to possess a scent organ of any kind. Is it that you cannot smell at all? You've opened several stag stations now, haven't you? I'm thankful for the opportunity to travel once more through the kingdom. As I visit more places, I feel my memories returning to me, like the stagways of my mind are running once more. Continue to open the stations and you'll have my deepest gratitude. This gladdens me. The Queen's Station is opened once more. This place was a bustling hub of travel, well placed for travelers visiting the outer edges of the land. You're quite the explorer to find this place. Eager to travel the stagways? Hop on the platform, give me a signal, and we'll be on our way. I don't think we have enough geo to make a difference back at Sly's shop. Especially because we lost like 600 to the crazy exploding jellyfish. So, we're probably gonna stay here for right now. Let's see. Possibly. Let's have a look at the larger map. So right now we're in the fungal wastes. We really need that light moth, but it's really expensive. I could have swore there was another way to get one of those, or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, I guess what we'll do is we'll try and head down from here and see where that takes us. There's been a couple of things that I wanted to mark, but I didn't have the map yet. Because I do remember a couple things, like abilities that we'll get later, and I wanted to be able to mark where I was going to use those things, but I didn't get that chance. Anyway, let's get back to exploring.
Serema.
Pale thing. You wear that nail with ease. If you're in search of combat, you'll find no great warriors in this decaying burrow. I've heard an arena exists somewhere below, one built for our like. Meet me there, and we'll test what skills you possess. I'll be heading down soon. Come find me if you dare.
Casseto Gueno.
Hollow Nest, what challengers await in its ruin?
Casseto Gueno.
Don't try to sneak past me. I can smell you. Do you collect a lot of geo? Give me geo, and you can see something nice. Pay 86 geo to see something nice? Sure. Let me show you then. Take a look. Do you want them? If you really, really want them, I'll trade them for more geo. Fragile heart. This is a precious thing, a beautiful charm. I made it for you. If you hold it, you'll feel a lot healthier. If you're afraid of dying, you need this. Very, very special. Oh, okay, so fragile heart, fragile greed, fragile strength. Very, very special and valuable charm. Do you want to find more Geo? Hold this charm and go hunting. Then bring any Geo you find back to me. Fragile strength. You're weak, aren't you? You should give me Geo. If you do, I'll give you this charm I made. It will make you stronger. Your enemies, and everyone else, will fear you at last. I'm pretty sure they're called fragile because if you die while they're equipped, they break, and then you have to pay to repair them or something, maybe? Also, yes, I do have to make the joke. I can smell you. I'm creeping around right now. You just can't see me. Anyway, I'm not gonna do the whole thing, but yeah, if you know, you know. Picked this up earlier. Hallownest seal, symbolizing the authority of the king and his knights. A relic from Hallownest Pass. This item holds little value except to those dedicated to the kingdom's history.
Thus Manuran.
I wasn't hiding, you know, just napping before I head off again. Bound to be facing even more deadly beasts soon. Gotta keep my strength up.
Nokonenailo.
Keep sharp, my adventurous friend. Let's stay alive and meet again on the road ahead. That's what she said last time. Wanderers seeking death, welcome. May you find swift end upon our claws. Mantis Claw. Press A while sliding against a wall to jump again. Jump from wall to reach new areas. Hell yeah. Dash Master bears the likeness of an eccentric bug known as the Dash Master. The bear will be able to dash more often as well as dash downwards. Perfect for those who want to move around as quickly as possible. I wish I could remember where I found this boulder shell, because we're going to need to go back there and free one of the little grubs stuck in the thingy, because now I can wall jump, so I could probably reach it. Damn it. Please, don't leave me behind. You forgot about me? I knew you would. Everyone always forgets about me. Oh, who are you? Your face, you're so... I'm sorry. I got lost. I don't know how I ended up here. You came to rescue me, Retta? The girl that everyone just ignores? Sorry, when I look at your face, I just can't believe you came all the way down here to rescue me. I didn't think anybody... Sorry. Thank you. I better go. Back to town, I better get home. Thank you. I'm really glad we found her.
Kika!
Hello again. I suppose you've already met with the tribe of the village, hmm? They seem a little distrustful of strangers, to put it lightly. They're not brutes, though. The sickness in the air that clouds the minds of lesser beasts. They resist it. They retain their intellect and their honor, though also their lethal traditions. I have some words of advice, my friend. If you plan to challenge the lords of this tribe, your blunted nail may prove inadequate. There is a city nearby, the old capital of Halonest. I've heard a nailsmith resides there. Seek the old bug out. You may find progress that much easier.
Goa, nu doai了没?
My own route takes me towards the great city. If you search out the nailsmith, it may not be long until our paths cross again.
Goa, nu doai了没?
Dancho no morsha.
This place gives me the creeps. Vicious little creatures burst out all over the place, and the passages are a dark, twisting maze. Unless you're well prepared, I urge you to leave. Though if you're feeling strong enough to descend, would you like to buy my map? Oh, he's got like no progress. Okay, that's fair enough, man.
Testa, monasta.
What a horrid warren of angry beasts. It's going to take a whole lot of effort to climb out of this dark pit. I think I'll hide here a little longer.
Testa, monasta.
It may be difficult to see. I'll point it out again if I come across another one, but it actually surprised me so much that I fell into the acid a couple seconds ago. Okay, here we go. They're bowing to me. They're not fighting me anymore. I could probably still attack them, but I'm not going to.
galaka, zano chere. Go on, galaka, zano chere, chererel, gonele, go on, go on, gel nego, bezo, galakma, go on, galaka, zano chere, chererel, gonele, go on.
Oh, radiant being, we are blessed. Your rays touched us. Your warmth fills us. Hallownest is born again, united in your blazing image. Oh, light is life, beaming, pure, brilliant. To stifle that light is to suppress nature. Nature suppressed distorts, plagues us. Embrace light, achieve union.
Galakma, go on, Galaka.
Horo, horo. Voilà.
Alrighty. I don't think we have enough for the little moth. Oh! Oh, okay. Wait, just wait a second.
Patmos, Gio.
Yeah, just barely not enough. Okay, well, that's alright. We'll take the key, because I think the key unlocks the thingy down over there, and we'll also take the mask shard. I remember the key being important, and the mask shard will give us more health. Hell yeah.
Patmos, Gio.
Oh, he sells more mask shards. Neat. Okay, we're gonna save him for the lantern though. It's 1,800. Gotta remember that. Okay, that's useful. Yeah, just give us a second. Hold on. Hey there. You got anything new?
Papa nada.
You do. Ooh, more markers. This understated color makes me think of hunting underground for treasure. Important. The material I used for this color is quite rare, so it costs a little more. Might as well clean her out again, right? Actually, let's see if she has anything to say.
Mobadis.
Of all the places to end up, we've picked this dreary town. I thought it a temporary shop, then my husband became obsessed with that old ruin. Now he's spending all his time down there. He argues cartography is a sound business, but other than you, who's buying?
Opum Sanjo.
Are you enjoying yourself down in the ruins? At times my husband makes Hallownest sound a wonder, but sometimes it seems a ghastly dangerous place.
Opum Sanjo.
The White Savior. A maiden woke in darkness. Confused, she reached out. Sharp brambles jabbed at all sides. Burning acid bubbled close below. What nightmare had led her here? What hope of survival remained? Doomed, she thought herself, and to despair she fell, until a light bloomed far in the distance, a bright, glowing spot fast approaching. It swept majestic about the thorns, leapt above burning waters, and dove towards the maiden. Coming close, the form revealed at last a beautiful being, sharp horns gleaming white. Arms reached out for the damsel, gathering her up, grip firm. And there's a little plushie of me right there. I bet you can guess whose house this is. And we'll go talk to her. Just give us a second. I'm pretty sure the key we bought goes here.
Really?
Omamututa.
Welcome, small intruder. I've been sound asleep here for some time. Ah, yes. Well, now you've gone and woken me up. No matter, I suppose. I might even be able to help you. I'm Gigi, and if you have found your way into my chamber, you must need my help. You see, sometimes we leave our regrets behind in the world, like black stains. If we don't deal with those regrets, hope starts to drain from us. Do you have regrets of your own, little one? Let me peer into you for a moment. You don't appear to have any lingering regrets. How lucky for you. You don't need the services of one such as I.
Darling.
Ah, right. I think this is where you can go to, like, reclaim your little black sprite if you happen to lose it somewhere and you can't get it back. But, I think you still lose all the geo on it if you do that. It's just, at least that way you're not hamstrung and you can get all three of your, spirit things. Why? Okay, how do I talk to you? Did you visit that temple? A strange building, I've heard, though I'd never dare the journey myself. The braver among us, once they went there to pray, said they felt at peace within the walls. After a while, they stopped going. I wonder what changed. A young couple's recently taken up residence in the house beside the station. Seems they're running a map shop, which may excite adventurous types like yourself. She's a tall bug, the wife. I told them to take the larger house, especially given they're all empty, but they like the look of that one. The way she has to bend just to get through the door, I wouldn't put up with it myself. That lovely lass returned to us. I must admit, I'd placed thin odds on her survival. Seems to think very highly of her rescuer, some dashing warrior type. Barely stopped gushing since she got back. The warrior must have passed down below whilst I was taking my nap. Such a shame. I'd have loved to meet so impressive a bug. Faring well in your adventures below? I wish I had an adventure of my own while you were gone. I don't usually visit the town's graveyard, but I thought I'd go visit the grave of an old friend. As I was walking amongst the tombstones, I noticed a strange kind of chanting coming from somewhere nearby. Sinister chanting. I looked to find the source, and I saw two bright, horrible, huge eyes looking at me from the door of a dark cave. I pretended I hadn't heard the voice or seen the eyes and scurried back to town. My friend will have to wait a little longer for her visit. Many used to come, hoping the kingdom would fulfill their desires. Hallownest it was once called, supposedly the greatest kingdom there ever was, full of treasures and secrets. Now it's nothing more than a poisonous tomb full of monsters and madness. Everything fades eventually, I suppose. Hallownest's great capital is what most of you brave types come to see, thinking to loot its treasures, I suppose. Must be brimming with them. The city's right at the center of the kingdom, though I've heard the gates are sealed, so gaining entry can be difficult. It'd be a rich bug. I could return with even a fraction of the wealth inside. Despite my age, I've only seen few who've managed it. Must say something of the dangers about its streets. Feeling tired? That bench may be iron, but I assure you it's quite comfortable. There's no better place to collect your thoughts before heading below. Plus, I enjoy the company. Not that you seem the talkative sort. Well, this is where we're gonna call it. Sitting here. I've gone on for a little bit longer than I intended, but it makes up for the half an hour short that the last time was. Oh, look, he fell asleep. So, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here. I don't have any new charms to fit in or anything. I did get the extra charm slot, that's nice. I'm mostly leaving on the Wayward Compass for those who are watching. I don't particularly need it. And also, anything else that's really worthwhile is 2 cost right now, and I don't really need the thorns, so since I've got the extra slot, I'll just leave it on. I'm not going to read the journal entries. Those, I'm sure, are on a wiki somewhere, and I mean, I am going to try and unlock them all, because I do want to try and 100% the game. I'll probably do some of that, like, off-camera. But that'll wait till much, much later, if I have to farm a bunch of these critters to do that sort of thing on. Oh yeah, and, a certain someone's game just came out here. And that's part of the reason why I'm doing this, so... We've got much more of a map than last time. Still haven't filled everything out, though. And I do still need to find where it was I found that, boulder shell. Otherwise, I'm gonna completely forget about the poor grub that's still down there. We'll probably be able to explore much more of Green Path, but what I really want to do is I want to find wherever the hell it is that I get the down slam, because I know there's a down slam ability. And if I get that, then I know that I can open quite a few more places. but we'll just have to wait and see. I might be able to open up this one right here in the center, because that one there is, I thought I needed double jump, but I might be able to sort of cheese it with the ability that I have now, the Mantis Claw, to grab the walls. So we'll see about that. But yeah, for now we're gonna go ahead and call it. We'll see how much I remember next time. My brain's full of holes. So, catch you guys in the next one. Too bad she doesn't say anything, huh?